Alright, Jerry, I'm about 3 miles upriver and motor's running great. Everything's doing good. Haven't had any issues. Got a good idle, good power. I was doing about 9-10 mile an hour coming upriver here. And I'm going to check the jetting in the carburetor. I didn't check that before, but if it hasn't been rejetted for the EX17 head, we could probably gain a little bit of, maybe a little bit of more performance and or just retained hot performance. And I gotta take your pull start and relieve it a little bit, cut it out, let it breathe a little bit better so it doesn't get hot. Something I've been doing for years since you had this motor done, so that helps with the cooling. But gonna get all that done, and but as far as I'm concerned, it's pretty much done. As long as I can get back and there's no leaks, then we'll call that a win, and I'll wrap things up and we can get this scheduled to head back your way for some fun. All right. Alright, Jerry, I came back out again, got your hull bearing rebuilt. The seals were shot, the bearing was shot, and I was leaking a little bit of water out of that. Nothing else is leaking. Everything's been holding up just fine. Got your new hull bearing changed out, new seals, and I'm getting a lot more consistent speed, no more of the ups and downs. It felt like it was sucking air, which exactly is what it was doing. So not doing that anymore. I attributed it to the work you had done at the bottom of the hull, right around the intake grate, that and your grate being all beat up. But when I got back and saw there was water right there at the shaft and on top of the intake tunnel, that told me the hull bearing was leaking. And when I pulled the bearing out and put a shaft in there to test it, it was just it didn't even touch the seals. They were so worn out. So that's from all that misalignment that was going on there with the motor mount feet, with the pump in relation to the crank. So everything's good now. I opened up the pull start and I checked the jetting, cleaned the jet out, and it's running great. So I was getting almost 11 mile an hour coming up, and consistent performance. It's beautiful out here today. Definitely can tell spring has sprung. I've yet to see any gators. I'm looking forward to those. Got some white abyss here. Always cool to see the wildlife out here. Some more. Yeah, I've missed this. I haven't come back here and done any of this in a while, so I'm glad I came out here again. Usually I stay on the main river when I'm testing. That river's up a little bit and it's so nice out, I just had to come back and catch this. It's one of my old favorite sloughs. And it gets a little shallow through here. Got to remember, I'm not in my boat, I'm in your boat, and I don't have reverse, so. All right, Jerry, I'm back at the ramp. I was hitting 15 mile an hour plus on the way back, so that was big success. Everything's running great. Everything's running perfectly, so yep, had to clean the carburetor out. I'm not sure if the jet was drilled, but when I put the drill bit in there to do it, it's a little bit of resistance, so either it hadn't been drilled or it was dirty, one of the two. But it runs much better now. I reseated your needle seat for the float, and your jet pump, the bushings and the screws for the nozzle. I replaced those and built the nozzle back up with JB Weld, so the bushing would sit in there tightly, so that doesn't rattle anymore. Trying to think what else I did there. I think that was it. So, but yeah, it runs good. It runs good. I'm happy with it. Getting 15 mile an hour out of this old boat is definitely impressive. So I'm happy with it, and I'm sure you will be too. So go ahead and get that shipping thing figured out there, and get this boat back to you. You ready to have some fun?